Happy full moon in Sagittarius. Good God, I have been trying to get this message out for the last day and to no avail. I mean, like, even down to having issues with recording it. I had a whole nother spread around this one archetypal card, and then I felt the guidance that it needed to be put out in a different way. So here we go. Let's get into it. All right. This full moon is in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is fun. It's exciting, action oriented, sometimes can be very brash, like doesn't care who it's going to knock down, right? Half man, half horse type energy, okay? The eternal child. This is the part of ourself that this is the part that survives the trauma, okay? This is the raw, creative, innocent energy of the eternal child. There's like everything has two sides, polar energy, right? We're in Gemini season. If it's taken, the eternal child, if it's taken too out of hand, this energy can be overly focused on remaining youthful and evading, escaping the day-to-day practicalities, responsibilities. Okay, so if you're feeling a little bit stuck with your creativity, it's time for you to question where the programming for that eternal child came from. It is time to look deep into that eternal child and ask a lot of questions. And this is not a time of conforming. It's a time to rebel and break through those old programmings that keep us from truly shining brightly as who we are meant to be. Okay? This society has also put such a big emphasis on beauty in youth. All right, so we're totally obsessed with staying youthful. And it is a beautiful energy, right? It's a beautiful energy to be fun and joyous, but we could do that while at the same time integrating this eternal child and fanning the flames appropriately for ourselves and not expecting the outside to do that for us. Okay, find others as well that because this youthful energy wants to do things and create things, the magician, and it really wants to bring others along for that celebration. Okay, and so for guidance for the feminine energy, the soft feminine, this isn't about genders, this is about integration. So on the feminine side, this is about taking action, aligned action, and allowing things to kind of like come into your space as opposed to forcefully putting yourself out in a space. And to be very watchful, just like a big cat, have all of those instincts ready and on so that you're very aware of what's coming into your space. And is it something that you want to expand? Jupiter and Venus. On the masculine side, there's a lot of tension around what needs to be done, okay? And there's a call here to reach deep into one's will, into the will of the self, connect to the why are you doing the thing that you're doing. And when you align with that, the magician, you have all the tools already to take the appropriate action. Some of it is going to be hard work. It is necessary for this journey to keep going. You're almost there. 9 of Wands, the culmination of a cycle. 9s are the ends of cycles, full moons, culminations. We're coming into a new cycle. Now for practical, basic, guidance for day to day, what can we do to help ourselves and support and nurture this eternal child that for some has become an adversity in their lives, the eternal child, being stuck in that energy for some has created addictive patterns, habits that are hard to come out of. But what does the eternal child desire, and what does that, addictive nature desire? It desires connection and presence, okay? Ace of Cups, connecting from the heart, new ways of relating, simple, clean ways of relating to ourselves by filling our own cup, taking care of ourselves, taking care of our heart space, and connecting to people that bring out the positive eternal child in us, that nurture that part of us, that help us to expand that so that we may bloom and shine from an authentic place. And to find those connections, what brings that into your life, what fills your cup. And the Chariot, beautiful energy to see. It's very much about forward movement, going forward and moving towards the things that are in alignment. It is the energy that keeps us going at the very end of a very challenging cycle. Like we see that, we can multiply a little bit of power into so much just by connecting to the why, remembering what it is that we're creating, remembering what it is that we're breaking through. What are we, rearranging? What are we redoing? What are we coming up against? The will, the confidence to move forward. Very Sagittarius. Seven of Cups. It's interesting, this card as guidance, because what I see and what I feel, sometimes this card is seen as being very deluded, okay? Very deluded, also overwhelmed by choices. But what I'm kind of feeling here as the guidance is to give a little bit of space to that dream space, to the dream, and use that to fuel your connections, use that to fuel what you're doing, the actions that you're taking on. Use that to fuel you for that last little push that you need to give to get to that new cycle. Use it to help you anchor into what it is that you're calling in. What do you dream about? What do you want to bring into reality? Don't get stuck in the dream, though. Don't get stuck in the dream. There's work to do. There's things to take action on, connections to be made. Self-care, big time as well here. I'm going to throw that in with that Ace of Cups. So not getting stuck in the dream world, but also not totally discounting it, okay? There's much work to be done. Many breakthroughs to be had. Okay, manifestations to create and call in. And this very much tells me that, there is some beautiful inner child work being done here by the collective, so really balancing that, even like the take selfishness of the eternal child, so that we can begin to give in a more balanced way. Ace of Cups. I love this. New cycles coming. Enjoy this beautiful full moon. I hope that this little message brings some guidance. And I always invite you to also sit with the cards and see what shows up for you. Okay. Enjoy the full moon. Take care. Be well.